Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a really special reveal of a very cool collab that Coach just released. If you're new here, welcome, and hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you in the future. If you're returning, welcome back. You know I love you guys and I really appreciate your support. It's actually been a year yesterday since I made my very first YouTube video, and I might have even been wearing this shirt, to tell you the truth. I have to go back and look, but anyway, my hair was much shorter at the time, and you know, I guess I was a little bit more nervous about what people were going to think and what people were going to say, but I've gotten a little bit more used to it now, and I've gotten more friends who've joined, so it's all good. I've really enjoyed sharing what I have and sharing bargains with you guys and just being a part of the luxury community that we all love. So let's move on and talk about today's video. I have some items from the Coach Outlet collab that was just released, the Disney and Coach Haring collab. Now, you might not know it, but I'm pretty sure that everyone is familiar with Keith Haring. He started out as a graffiti artist. He was a contemporary of Jean-Michel Basquiat, and he does line drawings, mostly line drawings, and he, like Basquiat and a lot of other people in that group that came out in the 80s, talked about a lot of social issues. They talked about things like safe sex. Well, that was one of Keith Haring's main social topics: safe sex, the AIDS crisis. He talked about other social things as well. I'm pretty sure that one of his pieces, an animation, was used for Amnesty International, because I remember seeing it at an Amnesty concert that I went to, I think in 1988, which was fab. You had Springsteen, you had Peter Gabriel, Yasu N'Dour, and I want to say Tracy Chapman. I don't know. I've just been thinking Tracy Chapman lately, and I don't know why. I love her, and I love her music, and I want to say that I saw her as part of that Amnesty concert. But anyway, if you're not familiar with the name Keith Haring, he designed the album covers for A Very Special Christmas. And most people do have this album in their collection, album CD, or I guess digital, and it's the little image now. But anyway, usually people have this as part of their Christmas music collection, and he did the cover work for that, which was Mary holding baby Jesus. And his art is very simple but very energetic and colorful a lot of times, and really just very striking. So he had done some drawings of Mickey Mouse back in the 80s. He passed away in 1990 of AIDS, or AIDS complications, and he was a contemporary of Basquiat. He wrote Basquiat's obituary for Vogue magazine when Basquiat passed. But anyway, back to the drawings that he did again in the 80s. He did a series of drawings featuring Mickey Mouse, and these drawings were released on this Coach Outlet collab. So I bought 3 pieces from the collection. I bought 2 skinny minis, and I bought a scarf. I didn't get a bag. I really kind of couldn't decide which bag I wanted. There was a really cute camera bag, but I really have a lot of bags right now, and I didn't think that it was going to be so wise to add another one. And I just wanted some things from this collection that, you know, I knew I was going to be very happy with, and that I would use and I would enjoy, and it didn't necessarily have to be a bag. So I purchased these 2 skinny minis, and I'm going to start with this Mickey Mouse illustration. So it came with a tag. The tag was in the packaging, but it was not attached. And this is what it looks like on the front. It's a very elaborate tag for Coach Outlet. And here's the back, and I'm going to read what it says. It says, artist Keith Haring, 1958 to 1990, Was inspired by the art of Walt Disney from an early age, learning to draw Disney's Mickey Mouse from the Disney How to Draw book he found at his grandmother's house. Well into his teenage years, Haring wanted to be a cartoonist, thinking he could work for Disney, though he ultimately went on to study fine art, and he did. He had a degree in fine art. Eventually, Haring's passion for both cartooning and the visual arts combined in what became his unique and widely recognized style. Mickey Mouse is a recurring figure in Haring's work. When asked why, he said Mickey is ultimately a symbol of America more than anything else. And I would say that that's very true. Most people do associate Mickey Mouse with America. So let me show you the card holder. This looks like chalk, but it actually has sort of like an antiquing on the pebbling to make it look almost like an old newspaper. And this illustration of Mickey is based on one of the older Mickey Mouse illustrations, I guess from sometime around the 1920s and 30s when he was Steamboat Willie. It has red trim at the top, the zipper, and of course it has the space for your ID, 2 credit card slots, and one there, one here, and they're lined with just a fabric lining. And then inside, I still have the stuffing. Inside, of course, it has the keychain here. And you could put your keys, you could put coins, whatever. I mean, everybody's very familiar with these little skinny minis, and they're fantastic, guys. If you don't have one, this is one of the nicest pieces that you could get from Coach. They make fantastic gifts. They're inexpensive compared to most other things. At the outlet, you could usually get one for $25 or under, and they just always release them in really adorable prints. And if you don't want a whole bag, this is a really good way to go because they usually have the same patterns that the bags have. The other one that I bought was this, which really is very iconic to Keith Haring. And you could see there's the outline of Mickey Mouse, and you have his line style making up the background. And I don't know if you could see it, but Mickey is actually outlined in glitter, and it's a raised glitter. Can't really tell if this is stitched or if it's just applied on. It's tough to say. And this is all embossed. This is not a flat design. All of this is textured. So when you run your fingers over it, you can feel the texture. And of course, it's exactly the same. You have your ID slot here. You have your red zipper pull. And then inside, it's identical. And you have your keychain in here. So I'm just really thrilled to have this because I really am someone who appreciates art, and I knew that this was going to be a cool collection to have, and very, very iconic of Keith Haring and his style. The next item that I bought is a scarf, and I couldn't believe it. This scarf was very inexpensive. I think it was $45 maybe. Here's the tag. Of course, it says comparable value, which is never a price that you're actually going to pay at Coach Outlet. Although when the J-Lo collection was launched last fall, I guess it was, those things sold for the ticket price. They did not go on sale at all. So I'm going to look at the tag. I haven't even looked at the tag yet. And it does say 100% silk, dry clean only, which I was really surprised over. It doesn't really feel, I mean, obviously for $45, it doesn't feel like Hermes or Chanel. But this is what it looks like. If I can go back and show you, you can see here in the corner, it says Disney Mickey Mouse with Keith Haring. And it has the same design that's on the Skinny Mini. And there was a bag like this, a little camera bag, which is the one that I was thinking about getting. I may actually go back and get it if I can. But when I looked yesterday, when Coach Outlet was doing the sale, there were no Keith Haring items at all on the website. So I don't know if they pulled them down because they're not going to sell them for the additional 20% off, or if they did sell out. But I think that a lot of these items are sold out. I got these as a Coach Insider before they were released to the general public. I'm wondering now if they're even going to be released past this, and it would be very unusual for Coach to do a collection and not have it launch wider than just to insiders. But I know that Coach Disney usually sells out very, very quickly, and because this is a collab with Haring, I kind of had a sense that it was going to be sold even more quickly than just Disney. So keep your eyes open. If I find any, I'm going to link them in the description box, and hopefully if there's a piece that you want, you'll be able to grab it. So these were the two main designs. There was another design that was like a yellow and blue. It was very, very graffiti. It was interesting, but I think that it would have looked nicer as a print or as a scarf than on a bag. That's just me. Somebody else might get it and absolutely love it. I love the design, but I wasn't as drawn to it as these particular designs. But if they had to release that in a scarf, it would have been just an amazing, amazing scarf. And I am planning to use this scarf maybe as a headband, and also possibly on a bag. I think that this would look really pretty on a bag, you know, like maybe on a larger size tote, because you can fold it down, especially since it's a pretty thin silk. You can do a lot of manipulation with this and get a pretty good amount of versatility with it. And this is what it looks like scrunched up. And one of the things I was always told with the scarf is to really get a sense of what it's going to look like. You can't just look at the pattern. You really have to kind of get it, and you have to kind of do like this with it to see how the colors lay. Now this is only 2 colors, but with a more colorful scarf, you kind of want to manipulate it so that you can see where the predominant colors are and really get a sense of what it's going to look like on. Because, you know, we're not built like a flatsy. For anybody, you know, who's old as dirt like me and remembers flatsy. Flatsy was flat, and that's that. But yeah, we're not built that way, and we don't wear scarves that way. We drape them, we tie them, we knot them, we do a bunch of different things with them, so it's going to have a different look as you play with and manipulate it. So that's what I got from the collection. I'm really, really glad that I was able to pick up a few things, and even if I don't wear them, I think I'm going to be very, very careful with these pieces and just, you know, have them on display somewhere in my closet so that I can just appreciate the art. So thanks for joining me. Hit the like button, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you over the weekend. I have a really cool collab coming with James Jam and the one and only Winnie BLV, and one on Sunday with Cammie's Closet, and we're going to be talking about what's in our curio. That's going to be a lot of fun and something different. So stay tuned, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.